Hello, this is Keith Johnson, aka That Johnson Boy, coming at you live from Los Angeles, California. Let me tell you why I will always have nothing but love for the Honorable Marion Barry. I've seen the headlines. I've seen the little crack headlines. That was so whack B. But check this out. Let me take you back to 1945, where the United States Senate has just appointed a self-proclaimed racist, card-carrying KKK member, and staunch segregationist as the chair of the committee with oversight responsibilities over Washington, D.C. His name? Senator Theodore Bilbo, aka Made in America Dildo. Now, while this gentleman is applying his segregationist policies amongst the people of Washington, D.C. and its rising colored population, rising through the cracks of his home state of Mississippi is a young son of a sharecropper by the name of Marion Barry. You should have been home tending the crops, because youngsters about to bring the fire. By the time Marion Barry hit Washington, D.C., we were already Chocolate City. We had been raised on a diet of, say it loud, I'm black and I'm proud, earth, wind, and fire. And we knew, beyond the shadow of a doubt, we were young, gifted, and black. Now, to be young, gifted, and black in Washington, D.C. at that time was to be about empowerment and black power. So imagine our surprise at seeing a leader pop up in the world with a dashiki on, creating jobs for young people, making things happen, and unapologetic in his posture, in his stance, and most of all, in his love for people. Unapologetic. Fast forward 1979, Marion Barry is elected mayor of Washington, D.C. I am beginning my first real job with the D.C. City Council, the Honorable Nadine P. Winter, love her to death, still. I could go up to the 5th floor and I could watch the most incredible collection of ambitious, young, super smart, super talented African Americans handle their business. I can't even tell you what a high that was. And I'm so thankful because one of the things that's Marion Barry staple is access. He provides access. It probably was one of the things that got him in trouble, but that's okay. Access. You want to call him the crack mayor? Then tell the whole story. Because the reality is he didn't create the summer jobs program. That funding was already there. What he did do was crack it wide open so the constituents in all 8 wards, the young people in every ward of the city, could get a summer job. In fact, you could not meet him without him asking you if you had a job. If not, here, call this person, go there, get a job. You want to call him the crack mayor? Then crack this case. Because the federal government has always had money for first-time homeowners. But who knew? Marion Barry's administration cracked it wide open to make sure everybody that wanted a house knew that that first-time homeowners assistance program was there. So folks who never even dreamed of owning a home were homeowners. Cracked it wide open. You want to call him the crack mayor? Then know that he cracked open DC hiring practices. There was always positions. In fact, you can argue that it's always been bloated. It's been bloated since Bilbo. But guess what? He just made sure that bloat had some color in it. Like most Washingtonians, it was painful to journey with our mayor through his addictions. However, I vowed to never lose sight of the lessons he taught me in his struggle. And remember this: crack, cocaine, heroin, whatever the drug is nothing compared to the illusion of power. That's right, power. It's an illusion. And those that peddle power are no different than those that peddle rock cocaine. So whether it's pebbles or it's access, influence, or a seat at the big table, it's all the same. Whether his name is tattooed down his neck, or his name proliferates every skyscraper and every building crane on the Washington skyline, it's all the same. A drug dealer is a drug dealer. The setup is the same. The outcome, always the same. So because he lived his life out in the open and allowed us to see it, experience it, and feel it, When we got our seat at the table, we didn't have to endure. We had a choice to make, and we'd already seen the price that comes with that seat at the table, the compromises that folks seek from you. So it's thanks but no thanks, because game recognized game. Thank you, Marion. Never forget it, baby, ever. So Mayor Barry, you know what I love about your constituents, your legacy amongst us? We know how to love. That's right, love. Because I've traveled all over, and I don't care where I go, people always ask, how could you all support the mayor? What? How could we not? See, you all build prisons for folks like that. He even served his time. But the tragedy is, you imprison them when they come out. You want to constantly remind them of what they've done. No matter what they try to do, you imprison them with your words, with your guilt. No, we're going to love them back. You know why? Because everybody's going through something. But if you're going to keep them imprisoned, can't break out. Let me leave you with this. If you must, I mean absolutely must, either by personal preference or to make a dollar, refer to our mayor as the crack mayor, then know this. We are his crack constituents. No, we weren't born addicted to drugs. No, our parents weren't addicted to drugs. We are those that operate under the influence of the Honorable Marion Barry, Mayor for Life, Washington, D.C. Translation: we are bus drivers, CEOs, CFOs, street sweepers, street cleaners. We're the dude that plays the horn, dude that owns the club. You need to understand, we're anywhere and everywhere. How do you know? I'll tell you how you know. Because we have one mission. Wherever we find that crack, we're gonna bust it wide open. Wide open. Because we believe in access. We believe in giving people access. We don't believe in locking folks out of the system. So know this, wherever we are, the legacy of Marion Barry is coming with us. By the way, you've already felt this on CNN and every other channel. You just didn't know what you were looking at, but that's all right. We're Marion Barry's kids. So to the mayor, I thank you. I honor you. I love you, my brother. Thank you. To my Washingtonians, Chocolate City! Don't let the vanilla topping fool you. At the soul, we will always be Chocolate City. To the rest of the world, it's not a black thing. It's an access thing. And for those of you that insist on exercising your billboard rights and refer to my mayor as a crack mayor, just know this. It's not a black thing. It's a crack thing. You wouldn't understand.